Alright my friends, welcome back. We are ready for the gym. Pretty early right now here. And yeah. Let's try to finish the Winona gym. I have prepped every single fight. Also the Winona fight. Let's see. Okay. So the next fight is a double battle. We have basically 3 trainers left here and the Winona fight. Yeah. Okay. So we have to level up one of our mons who is actually a protect bot, but that's fine because we will have a level cap jump again after that. And I have a lot of them. Like I have like Vivillon, I have Hitmontop, I have Crawdont, I have Caracosta. Right now we need Crawdont for this fight. And a Staraptor. Then we want to have Togedemaru, Excadrill, and we will teach on Excadrill a move. What is a TM right now? And that's rebuyable later. Sadly only later. But let's hope we don't need to remove that in between, because it's not that far away. We can buy it in the Lily Cove market later. And that move is just really fucking strong. Especially on Excadrill. Okay. So, that is the team that is correct. Let me heal up my team. And now the most important thing is Crawdont's level. Crawdont. Need to confirm that before we are leveling this up. Baron doubles. Really important that the AI doesn't see a kill on multi-hit moves here, and that's why we need to level this up. That means we need to go 65 here. Yeah, it's 65 on Crawdont. Double check. Yeah, 65 on Crawdont is correct. Let's click again. So yeah, let's use the Endless Candy here. 65. And we don't need Super Ball. The good thing about this challenge is that we can just teach the moves back whenever we want. We will take Crab Hammer instead of Razor Shell. And let's not misclick. We need 65. We cannot pre-damage in a gym. That's why it's really important that we keep our mons low level Okay, 65. And now we want to have Staraptor. With a jolly nature. Doubles. Jolly nature. Exactly. Okay. Okay. So far, so good. Now we can give the items what is Life Orb on Staraptor. It doesn't really matter on this Pokemon, we will just give a Citrus Berry. This will not proc anyways. We can check out Togedemaru. I think we want to just go Adamant, probably. I mean, yeah, why not? Although we want to go Jolly. I think we want to even go Jolly. Yeah. We just go Jolly here. On Togedemaru. Change nature. And Jolly. As well, this will just take a Citrus Berry because we don't need any special things here. Now Excadrill is Adamant and we will teach the move what I was talking about, and that move is Rock Thump. So that's a TM right now, and we have only one TM of Rock Thump, but we can buy it later on again. Yeah, it's not that far away. It's not that far away. So we will just give you the Heartstone. And teach you Rock Thump. And we will remove high horsepower for that. And let's hope we just don't need to remove... I mean, we can always remove Iron Head as well and teach high horsepower back. Most of the time you don't need every move for one fight. In this challenge it's really easy because we have endless heart scales. Usually you would think about removing a move, of course. But yeah, in this challenge it's completely fine to remove high horsepower here for Rock Thump. Just in case. Peter Dance. I think we are just giving a Person Berry to the other boys. Most of the time they are just a backup anyways. Yeah. They should most likely not do anything in this fight. I will still change the nature from them to Jolly, because with that they are faster. But most likely we should not need the last 2 months here. Yeah, just a backup if I have done anything wrong in my prep. Okay. Right. Now script. Raptor. Rodon on 65. I also have calc that this should not get a level up. What is really important. Yeah. And in doubles, that's correct. And the life up. E. Yeah, good to go. I can check the items one more time. Yeah, okay. Time for the double battle. Basically only double battle what we have in this gym. But that's not too hard, I would say. You just do the classic thing, what you do in a double battle in Run and Bun. You bait moves on one side. And on the other side you just start doing damage. Okay. So, Camper, Flint and Birdkeeper Eduardo. I love this cry, man. Okay. So Intimidate doesn't really matter here. It's just, yeah, small bonus, I guess. But it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it just doesn't really matter. Okay, so Crawdon is on 65, so we don't bait spread moves from Ribombi here. The most important thing. So this is only seeing a kill with Pollen Puff here. We'll kill this Ribombi now. This is Focus Sash, but Dual Wing Beat will just basically is a 2-hit move. And with that we will just kill this Ribombi. And Crawdon will protect this turn. Baiting the Pollen Puff and the dance move from my dancer. So let's go back. Dual Wing Beat, Ribombi, and protect with Crawdons. The fun part is that Staraptor is showing a kill as well to this Oricorio. But it's fast. So it sees a fast kill on Crawdon and a slow kill on Staraptor. Not exactly with every roll right now. But because of the life orb, and that's the reason why we have the life orb, it will see a kill with every roll in the next turns. So this is now Venomoth. Yep, there's a dance move. There is the Venomoth. We also don't care that much about the slots here, so that's completely fine which slot which Pokemon is. And this Venomoth will just die before it can do anything. That's why we are Jolly Nature as well. Staraptor is faster and will just kill it with Dual Wing Beat. So my Crawdon is free to switch to any Pokemon here right now on a dance move, and that is Togedemaru. Togedemaru it is. Venomoth dies. And again, one more life optic, and now we are betting guaranteed with all rolls the dance move on my Staraptor as well. This is obviously not doing enough on my Togedemaru here. Okay, the only thing I want to check right now if I can kill this somehow with Fake Out into Dual Wing Beat. Should not be possible. Even if we crit, completely fine. So we can Fake Out and Dual Wing Beat for the small amount of chip damage here. So Dual Wing Beat and Fake Out. It's just a small amount of chip. We cannot kill this right now. This also have I have Papa Berry, basically. So Fake Out and just Dual Wing Beat for the small amount of chip damage. We get even one more life optic. And now we are baiting a slow kill on Staraptor. With the dance move, basically. Because now the AI doesn't see a fast kill anymore. It just sees a slow kill. So it will go for the slow kill here. So Staraptor is free to switch to Excadrill now here on the electric move. And my Togedemaru will switch back to Crawdon, but on this side. This time it is on this side. It was always on this side, I think, yeah. Yeah, exactly. So we bait moves again in the next turn. Yeah, exactly. Immunity. And now we will just use a rapid spin here. To make my boy really fast. Rapid spin. And protect. If this is Aya Papa Berry, we have to probably Aqua Jet here. What is okay? Let's see. We will check that out in a second. I want to make my Excadrill first, faster. This is really important. That's why we will use a rapid spin here. And protect with Crawdon. Because Crawdon is always betting the electric move. This is Aya Papa Berry. It is. Okay. Yeah, so we have to either go back to Togedemaru, what is also possible. Yeah, we can just also go to Togedemaru back. We don't need to worry too much and staying in. Yeah, we just go back to Togedemaru here. Like I said, this fight is pretty straightforward. Now we Rock Tomb. This is a range anyways, by the way. Yeah, there we are hitting the range. Now the fight should be over. My Excadrill is on +1 speed. This thing is dead. Rock Tomb just straight up kills this. Can just fake out here because why not? But it doesn't really matter. Because Rock Tomb will just kill this. Yeah, and the last Pokemon, my both mons are faster right now here. And we will just double target kill this. Let me think about something. Rock Tomb can proc the Aya Papa Berry. And then Zing Zap will kill anyways. Yeah, okay. So we Rock Thump and Zing Zap. Yeah, it's not even proccing because we low rolled, but that's fine. We just kill it anyways. Okay. Nice cry, man. Okay, double battle is over. So there's a small problem. I'm not exactly sure about the bait in one situation. Hopefully we can figure maybe even out in a second. And maybe even I bring something else for that situation. I could think about that. Okay, so. How much damage is Excadrill doing, by the way, on this? Excadrill, Rock Thump, out Hearthstone. Doing too much. It should still out damage me usually. I can actually even go for a Naughty Nature if I want to. But this should out damage me. Yeah. If this is still something else, what's really surprising if this is the case, bait wise, then yeah. We have to maybe think about small stuff. So, if we are naughty, we are not in danger. Yeah, we are not. We always survive the burn as well. Okay. Let's make sure that I'm correct with that. So, Excadrill gets a nature change. And that means we will change the nature from Excadrill to Naughty to make it minus special defensive. Crazy enough that we are still actually tanking that move, but yeah. Now we can just go with Metal Coat. Doesn't really matter that much. We could also just go with a Muscle Band. Yeah. Yeah, we are not showing a kill to this Pokemon, so it should always be, because it's just about out-damaging, right? About the out-damage part. And with that, it should always be Neuven now. I really hard believe. If not, then... Maybe I have also something wrong in my mind because of score change. Okay, so we will have you and we will have Slowbro. Don't need to change the nature on Slowbro, it's just Slowbro with Surf and Mystic Water. There you fucking go. Now... it's doing jack shit actually. Fuck. That's crazy. This fucking robot is doing jack shit damage. Okay, we are also in doubles. We need to be careful with that. Okay, Heatwave is doing now a bit more. So I think I can change one Pokemon here. Bring Togedemaru for sure. Because it's still safe against a random move. Then we bait this move, then we can go here. Yeah, exactly. But we can, I think, just take a different Pokemon here. How much damage is Magnezone getting here, by the way? Magnezone. Fine. We could also go Calm Nature. Are we dead to a double crit? No, we are not. But we are dead to a crit into burn. I mean... that's a lot of backup, to be fair. But it's also just a backup, right? So maybe I should not worry that much about it. So we bring Magnezone. And it should not matter that much. I think I want to just give a Citrus Berry here. And I don't even think I want to change the nature, because this would then bait Flamethrower. Because this Pokemon is an asshole. Sorry to say that. Yeah, this could maybe still go for, yeah, okay. But not on my Togedemaru. Togedemaru is always baiting Flamethrower. The problem is, I will explain that in a second. That this asshole have a move what is really fucking ugly. We need the chest to bury. And now let's check it again. I think your nature doesn't really matter that much. We can just go impish. How much damage are you doing with rock slide into? It's always killing. Remember a move. Not remember a move. Change nature. Ah, come on. Will not outspeed anyways. So let's go impish, just in case. Should never matter, but yeah, just in case. Okay. Let me export. I think this is the fight where I was a bit worried, actually. I'm still not sure if this is still not the Pokemon I want to see, basically. We have a backup plan for sure. Let's see. Let's see. I could also technically always bait the guaranteed EQ anyways. But then, yeah, we have a different need. I think I want to stick with this plan now. Most likely we should not need the mons. Like that many mons. Mystic Water. Let me check that Mystic Water was correct. Yeah, Mystic Water is correct. Oh, you have the Chesto. Because we obviously can't pre-sleep in gym and stuff like that. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Let's see if we really get the Pokemon in what we want to see. Otherwise, it's not a steer. But, it's absolutely not a steer. Because I have a safe answer for one other Pokemon as well. Okay. So. Let me make sure that the lead is correct here with this correct item. Because it's still a Clefable. Yeah, we are hitting it. Okay. So this is Clefable lead. Kiki! And Excadrill just kills this with Iron Head. Nothing else to say. Pretty easy. So I have changed the nature to Naughty here now. Because I'm not exactly sure. Now with the Naughty nature, Neuven have a fast 2-hit KO with Flamethrower and I don't have a kill, obviously. So it should go Neuven, I think at least. If this is going to Gliscor, it's okay. I have a backup plan for that. Neuven would be amazing because we can Rock Tomb that. We are never dead to a crit. So we'll kill this first of all with Iron Head here. Neuven would be amazing here. It's Gliscor. So the nature change was just... but it doesn't really matter, I guess. Yeah, this can Sword Dance on the switch in. The good part is that we don't care. Slowbro is beating this always, that's why Slowbro is in the team. I don't want to mess with this Gliscor, and we basically mess with this Gliscor already. Because we want to show a kill, otherwise this can Sword Dance. And Excadrill is doing jack shit here. So this can Sword Dance actually on the switch in here now. It's either EQ, what is the highest damage you move on my Slowbro anyways. Yeah, it's okay. But in the end it doesn't really matter. Because it can't Sword Dance now anymore. So it needs to go for the EQ. So in the end we are getting double EQ anyways. That's why I said it doesn't really matter. We are never there to double EQ basically. A double EQ crit. And we are also never dead if this is Sword Dance EQ. Crit. We surf kill this now. Now this should be Neuven, huh? Yeah, sees a kill with Hurricane. Should be Hot Neuben, like, otherwise I'm pretty surprised. Yeah. Dog shit Pokemon. Okay, Togedemaru it is. There was no way, maybe there was even a way, we made Flamethrower actually. If we get a high roll crit, I think, with EQ. Not exactly sure if this was exactly possible. I mean, let me check that. It doesn't really matter because we have so many switch-ins. EQ crit was max 86.1%. Max 199 HP damage on slow roll. And the max roll from Flamethrower is 29. Nope. It could never go for Flamethrower on the Switch. It was just not possible. Even with the worst luck you can imagine. So we go Togedemaru. This is Hurricane, so this can confuse. Not Dragon Pulse, right? There's a Fire Gem and the Flying Gem gone first of all. It's fine. The cool part about Togedemaru is that Togedemaru is always baiting. It is hard switching here. It's not in our focus, but I just don't want to actually. The cool part about Togedemaru is that this is just baiting Flamethrower over Super Fang. This asshole has Super Fang. Super Fang is annoying. Just annoying. So this will always use Flamethrower because Flamethrower is always doing more than 50% damage here. We can go to Hemi now. On Flamethrower. I was planning with Excadrill to slow this down, never, basically after the lead, never die to a Flamethrower crit and burn, somehow. Yeah, this is nice Flamethrower damage, of course. And this should now be Super Fang. Like, there's, I think, no chance for anything else, because we are resisting every single move here. Not Dragon Pulse, but we are Izui Arcanine, so this is not taking that much damage. Yeah, there's a Super Fang, and now it will proc the Citrus Berry. Okay. We have options now. We will always kill this with Rock Slide into E-Speed. The problem is the last Pokemon. The last Pokemon is Crobat with Hypnose. Super annoying. We kill this with E-Speed. Just in case, for some reason, I'm just impish nature here for this Crobat. This Crobat just can hit me with Brave Bird, basically. Highest damage. But it have Hypnose. So now the question is, do I want to go for an E-Speed for the chip damage here? I think I want to do that, because we are super safe here right now. I want to have the chip damage, because I will explain that in a second. We don't have, obviously, the berry here. There's the Hypnose. Okay. But it was the right decision, because Rhyperior is not, sadly enough, always killing this. For some reason, Adamant Rock Slide is not enough on this Crobat. It's a Crobat, I know, but still. We need also, obviously, I mean, it gets also a bit Brave Bird damage, but yeah, there was a chance that this just survives. That's it. So I think the E-Speed was the right decision here, and now it will always die to Rock Slide. We have the Chesterberry for the Hypnose, and no, not today. Oh, you're missing. You suck. Okay. Two more fights. No, wait. One more fight. One more fight, and then we have the Winona fight. Yeah, exactly. Okay. All right. Good. Also, I have talked about that already. At some point, I'm not sure when exactly, I want to do a penguin run as well. A regular hardcore Nuzlocke run. Not sure exactly when I will do it, because it will consume a lot of time for sure. But yeah, at some point I will do it. Okay, so we have this time. Ba 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 ba. Like a rock. We have the glyph. This fight should be completely straightforward. I even have a backup and I don't even need it, I think. Yeah. Okay. Excadrill. And Donphan. And let me change the nature back from Excadrill, because that was just for this fight. And yeah. Okay, we have to change two natures here. First of all, the nature from Infernape. We will go for the modest nature here. And we change the nature as well from my Hemi back to Adamant. We will change that for the next fight again, by the way, because this is planned for the Winona fight. But it doesn't really matter. It doesn't cost us anything, basically. So yeah, let's go back to Adamant here. Okay. Oh, I always fucking misclick on this button. Okay, Heartstone. Citrus Berry. It doesn't really matter. This is such a backup anyways. Would go with a Life Orb maybe even. And Charcoal. Then we have a Citrus Berry again. And we have a Raspberry. Oops. That should be the prep for this fight. Let me export my mons. Pretty straightforward here, if you ask me. Okay, let me check that again. Yeah, Arcanine is a super hard backup here. We don't need Arcanine usually here. This box is stacked, man. Yeah. Okay, we are always safe. I should always pay you. First, okay, exactly. Go here. There's no chance. Yeah, there's no chance we paid anything else here. Okay, cool. This fight is actually straightforward. There's, I think, no chance that there goes something wrong here. Even this fight is usually pretty threatening. I would say. Especially because of the lead, and then you have a Pokemon in the back, what is really threatening. Yeah. It should be absolutely straightforward, like super easy. Especially because of Donphan, because that is a beast. Okay. Oh, fuck. Children's puzzle, man. Okay. One more time. Dealing with you. Oh, okay, let me check that again. Let me check that again. Okay, yeah. Just kidding. I think you can be super unlucky with this Pokemon in a regular run. I saw that after I won. I watched a lot of runs basically, just because I want to actually see what everyone else used as strat. And then I saw a lot of fucking zero attack lightning rocks or like minus attack, where you can't even fulfill the niche basically. What means kill fucking Yanmegas with a Cellerock. But that is not a problem in this challenge, of course. The Cellerock kills this Yanmega. This is Choice Scarf. And this is doing a ton of damage to everything, basically. Because it's fucking Tinted Lance. But yeah, we'll just a Cellerock and kill this before I can do anything. Should bait the first Pokemon what sees a fast kill, and there's no fast kill in the back. It will send in the first slow kill, what is surfaced. Okay. Close combat bus. So, yeah, pretty easy. On this close combat, we will go to Ziggy, my boy. Ziggy was so good in the regular run as well, man. Holy shit, this Pokemon. And I was even fucking mad because I got this Pokemon and I was reading the room wrong and stuff like that. And it's gonna be quick attack here, huh? Is there any chance that we bait anything else here? This needs to be quick attack. We could roost here if we want to reduce the damage. Is there any reason? We cannot bait a different Pokemon here. It's just not possible. It's always Archeops after that. So we just Psycho Boost kill it. Fuck that shit. It's quick attack always because it sees I have a fast kill. It doesn't really matter how low I get, it's always Archeops. Because it's a fast kill. And that's the only fast kill left in the bag. And it sees a kill from full life on me with Rock Slide. So it's never anything else. It doesn't really matter how low I get, basically. Okay, my friend. We have a perfect counter for you here, if you ask me, and that's Excadrill. It's pretty decent. Because this have rocks. Oh, not Rock Slide, Stone Edge, sorry. Yeah, I was... Doesn't really matter. I think Rock Slide would also probably kill. Let me check that, just for fun. Because this Pokemon have, like, absolutely brutal attack. Rock Slide sees a kill as well. Not with every roll, but yeah, via Gmo, basically. Okay, so we will use Rapid Spin here. Predicting the rocks here. Even if this will not use rocks, I'm faster next one, I will just kill it. Don't want to have the rocks, of course, here. Even if this would be just an attacking move, it's fine, we always survive that. We survive double crit. And now we are faster. There's one more reason why this is important. Because now we are faster than the Blaziken in the back, so Blaziken can never switch in here. And Ironhead will kill this. So this is always now Corviknight. And in my regular run, I remember that, I played around this Corviknight because I was not playing with Ape. So this can't use Curse on the switch in. This time I just don't give a fuck. This time I just don't give a fuck. Because we have Monkey. And Monkey will kill us with Overheat. Always. And it never dies to body press crit. So we don't even care about curse. Anyways. So this is either curse or body press here. Yeah, it's completely fine. We never die to a crit. And we don't even fake out. We just overheat. We are modest now for this Covey. Good night. Does have leftovers? Fake out is basically the leftovers damage. So why should we fake out here? Just kill it. Critical hit, nice. And now we have the Blaziken in the bag. What is not usually that easy to handle, but I think Dawnfen is one of the best 1 versus 1 counters you can find. If Blaziken is not a mix set, what is not the case here. Because mix set Blaziken is really threatening for Dawnfen, of course. But that's a physical Blaziken, what makes it pretty good for Dawnfen to switch in here. On any move, what should be acrobatics anyways now. And even if this is Sword Dance, it's fine. Because we can't get crit, get battle armor. And we have the Raspberry. It looks dangerous, but it is not. Because Flare Blitz and Close Combat have the same exact rolls. And they are never doing more than 50%. So we have the Raspberry for the Flare Blitz burn, basically here. We can always hard switch. The only thing we don't want to probably see, and I think this would not happen, is switching on Flare Blitz burn into Flare Blitz burn again. But that was just not possible because we was killing it with Infernape or with Arcanine. So we would never bait Flare Blitz on the switch in. Okay, now it's time for the Winona fight. The last fight of the gym, the last fight of the split. I have to run back entirely one time because I have to teach one move from the tutor. A move tutor. It's okay. Yeah, that fight is should be. I think there is a small thing what could happen, and you could blame me that I'm not playing around that because if I cook probably some days longer, I don't even know what the odds are there. I will talk about the odds. Maybe 1 into 1 billion. No, that's not true, but yeah, it's really unlikely. I will talk about that. So. Okay, move tutor, here we go. And now we need a new Pokemon. Let's remove first of all items here. And put in my mons what we need. We need, first of all, Toge de Maru. Then we want to have Sigilif. Arcanine is in the team, what is also planned. We have Rhyperior. We have Slowbro. And we have Beedrill. Okay. So, I have to do some small changes here on natures. back to Impish, please. Nature change on my Togedemaru on back Impish, just in case. You are just modest, that's correct. And Hammy, you need to be... Hammy, you need to be careful. I mean, needs to be careful because it needs to really be careful. I will explain that. That's the only thing I think in the entire fight. I will talk about. So first of all, let's give items, and I need to teach one move. That's why we are here, basically. So we will hold a citrus berry on my Togedemaru. Then we will hold a citrus berry on my Siggy as well. And I thought about that. We will check that out in a second if I want to really teach Seismic Toss. I think I don't need that. Iron Ball on Hemi. Citrus Berry on you. Pepper Berry. It's actually straightforward outside of the one situation. What I don't even know what the odds are actually, because just so fucking unlikely. But there's something. That's why I need to mention that. There is something. And usually you can say, okay, if you really want to be safe, you could sack something. I can't. Okay. Nature should be safe now. Impish. Citrus. Iron Ball is really important. Iron Ball. Yeah, Citrus. Lappa Berry. Okay, let me teach that one move what we need on Rhyperia, and that is Ice Punch. Oops. Ice Punch on Rhyperia. I'm gonna remove Mega Horn here. And teach it back anyways if you want to. And now let me export before we run back. And check out if I really want to have Seismic Toss. I don't think I need that, to be honest. Up, 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 up. Mega Beat. We are doing a bit more damage, but there, yeah, no, we don't need that. Hopefully I'm not wrong with that, but we should not need that. Okay. Checking again on one, yeah, this is correct, this is correct, this is correct, okay. Do I want to change a move on my Sigilif? I don't think so. Oh. This can basically see a kill if we get a double crit. And we will not let that happen. Yeah. Okay. We could think about teaching a different move on my Sigilif as well, instead of Psycho Shift, for example. We don't need to do that. Let me write that pretty quickly. Okay. We are going for Winona, so my boys in the Sterling Silver Discord know that. Okay. Yo, Mr. Rodsky. What's up, bro? It's not in the team. But yeah. Obviously, my goat is always with me. We have a Dawn fan, at least. We have a Dawn fan in this run. Okay, children's puzzle. Pretty quickly, and then we can start. And then we are done with this split. This split took a while because I had a long break anyways. Yeah. That break was pretty cool, I would say. Yeah, I just let me be honest. I think this is an awesome game. Or awesome ROM hack, but I was not in the mood to play that after my victory that much anymore. And now I'm again in the mood, and I'm done with Sterling Silver runs and stuff like that. So this break, this 1 month break approximately, was pretty cool. And now we are back here. Okay, before we start, quick check again. So, we have Togedemaru with a Citrus Berry as a lead. We have Sigilif. With this moveset, we don't need anything else. We have Hami with Iron Ball, what is really important. We have you with Ice Punch. We teach that move basically with Move Tutor. We have Slowbro. And we don't have Seismic Toss here because we just don't need it. We have Leper Berry, just in case. And we have Mega Beedrill. Mega Beedrill item. Yeah, okay. Cool. Should be outside of the one situation. I will explain the situation. Entirely riskless. And that's the last fight for the stream as well. It was basically the plan to do the Winona gym. Like finish the Winona gym. Yeah, let's start. Okay, choice Scarf Staraptor. What I would never do is lock this into a move what is a immunity. I think I would at least not try to do it because you can mess up with that. I saw that at least. So after I got my victory, I saw a lot of runs who messed up this fight because of that. Yeah, I just don't want to do it, basically. Okay, so this is always close combat. We want to lock this into a move. And that's close combat. So we will go to Sigilif now here. And Sigilif can bait on a double crit. Volcarona. If this is a crit on the switch in already, we just lose. Pretty simple. Otherwise we will just kill it. This is 4-time resisted. Okay, completely fine. Now, 175 HP. There I can't switch out because I would just klabushki everything in the back. So it needs to stay in here. And 175 HP with my CG. Let me just count that pretty carefully because we want to bait exactly half Lucha now. And if we Psycho Boost here and get a crit close combat, max roll, what is 42 HP, we would end on 133 HP, what is never Volcarona. So I was right with my calcs. So we are never baiting Volcarona here, what is really important. So we Psycho Boost kill this Raptor. Psycho Boost is also completely fine to use that move. If this is a crit, it's okay. Yep. Kill this with a Psycho Boost. It's a -2 defensive, a special defensive. It will just fucking die here. Good freaking night. And we have decent amount of HP on Muscle Deliver as well. Okay. So this is always half Lucha. Yeah. And the funny part is, even on -2, my Psycho Boost with max roll have a kill on this half Lucha. So the only thing we want to know is we want to bait it and never bait Sword Dance, because it doesn't see a kill with every roll with acrobatics here. But because of the Psycho Boost, even on -2, it cannot Sword Dance here. It needs to use exactly acrobatics here. There's also no overlapping roll between acrobatics or Stone Edge. Even if this would be the case, it's fine. So we will go now to Togedemaru on acrobatics. This cannot go for a Sword Dance here right now. There is acrobatics, this will get Iron Barbs damage. There is the Flying Gem gone. And Unburden is procced. For 4-time resisted, this is a decent amount of damage, let's be honest. Impish, GMO, Togedemaru. That's respectable damage, let's be honest. Now this is always close combat. And that's the big part. We need a drop on this Halucha, okay? We need a drop on this Halucha. To kill it with something. And never bait Sword Dance, basically. So this is always close combat. We go to Siggy. Siggy is completely safe on close combat. And just switch back to Siggy on close combat. And bait the correct move. What we want to see. So close combat on Siggy now back. We could also spiky shield, but it doesn't really matter here. It just doesn't matter. There's a close combat. Critical is completely fine. We never bait close combat again. And because we see a slow kill with Psycho Boost, even with -2 we were seeing a kill. So this is now, I think, 300-400% damage with Psycho Boost, slow kill. But need to use now Stone Edge probably, because the Flying Gem is gone. Probably kill still. It doesn't really matter. It's always acrobatics or Stone Edge. We are safe against both moves. This cannot Sword Dance. We go to Rhyperia. Stone Edge miss is completely fine. Yeah, critical hit is also fine. And because of the drop, Ice Punch always kills, and Solid Rock Rhyperia never dies to close combat crit. even on Stone Edge or Acrobatic crit already. So we never die. The most important thing is, even if Havlucha will miss the Stone Edge, minimum roll from close combat will exactly bait them on what I want to see next. And that is Volcarona. So we kill this with Ice Punch. It cannot Sword Dance. It needs to use close combat here. Because it sees it's dead against me. Yeah. That was actually max roll. Oh, fuck! Yeah, I didn't thought about that. I shouldn't give Citrus Berry. I think that was bad. Oh my goodness, I think I fucked that up now. Ooh, yeah, I fucked that up. Okay. How do we get out of this? How do we get out of this? How do we fucking get out of this? Yeah, I fucked that up because of the fucking Citrus Berry. I just should not give Citrus Berry at all. Because this should now be Shaman Sky. Fuck. This should not be Bug Buzz, this should be Shaman. Oh, fuck, man. Okay. The plan was to chain kill Shaman later. That's not great. That is for sure not great. Okay, yeah, the only switch in I have is Beedrill, basically, against this Pokemon. It's only seeing a kill with Seed Flare. Yeah, now we have to steer. That was not it was not the fiction. I just fucked that Citrus Berry completely up here. We should just not go Citrus Berry. I always played Volcarona. Okay. Yeah, we have to go Beedrill. This is Seed Flare. At least we are not getting that much damage from Seed Flare. Could still kill this with a pivot move. Right. Okay, wait. Let me think about that. Does it make sense? Not really, I think, but let me think about that. If I kill this with a U-turn on my Beedrill, I have to do this pivot twice then. Okay, I bait Volcarona after that. With Beedrill. This is Swarm. And this could actually go for a Psychic on the switch-in. Is there any reason to go to Togedemaru right now? No, Seed Flare is just doing too much damage. We have to go to Beedrill. We don't have any other switch-in anyways right now. So we kill this, that's not the problem. The plan was to chain kill this and Altaria later. What is obviously not possible anymore. And that means I have to switch somehow into Altaria later. The only move I can switch in is Hyper Voice, I think. Yeah, Hyper Voice is the only move I can switch in. Somehow I need to bait Hyper Voice. And then I'm safe. Yeah. Okay, we kill this with Poison Jab. It should be Volcarona. She's a slow kill with Fiery Dance. Maybe Psychic as well, huh? I could U-turn here, doesn't make sense. This is Focus Sash. It's not... It doesn't matter. Let's not U-turn. I know it's Swarm. But it just doesn't matter. Okay, if this is Fairy Dance, this is completely done. I will talk about the fiction what we had, basically. The fiction was, and now it's completely out of control. The small fiction was that we get on the switch-in on Hamilton. Instead of Fairy Dance, it was probably even a 50-50 because of setup AI. Max roll, Bug Bust crit on Hemi, and a special defense drop. And the AI decides to go for Psychic instead of Fiery Dance again, because it is our Quiver Dance, because of setup AI. And gets the Psychic max roll crit. I think it's nearly impossible that this happens. But what I did was absolutely stupid, of course. So we have to go to Hemi here, either way. Yeah. We can switch hard, we don't need to U-turn here. It's Swarm, but we don't need to... We don't need to do that. Okay. Oh my fuck. Yeah, amazing. I think we can lose the run here now. It's possible. But it's still unlikely. We got a special defense drop. We are dead to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 crit rolls from Psychic. It needs to choose Psychic over Quiver Dance. Because it sees it's safe against me because of the Focus Sash. That's why I didn't U-turn here. It can still go for Quiver Dance here. It's probably 50% chance. Need to use Psychic now and exactly find the crit rolls. I don't have other play. I have to actually risk that and the entire run on that now. Don't do it. Don't do it. Holy shit. Okay. 159 to 52 HP. It means it was... $107. It was finding a crit roll, basically. It is what it is. It is what it is. I fucked that up completely. E-Speed kills this. So we have Iron Ball to bait Celesteela now. Instead of Shaman. What is over anyways? But this will be Celesteela now because of the Iron Ball. Because I show a fair skill to Celesteela now. Okay. Fuck that shit, man. Okay, we can go to slow roll. Slow roll walls this completely. I just need to figure out how we manage to switch into this fucking Altaria now. Okay, there's an EQ. We will not growl this. We'll just slack off. EQ is max PP, so it should not run out of EQ. There's no overlap as well. This should always go for EQ. We'll just slack off, surf, slack off, surf. We will not growl here. Because growl means it will start seeing kill with flamethrower as well, probably. So we just rotate, surf, and slack off here. We have Leperberry. Yeah, there's a crit, it's fine. Okay. Not dead to a double crit here right now. We can just go for the next surf. Oh, you have heavy slam rolls as well. That's okay. Yeah, I didn't saw that. Yeah, true. You have also heavy slam rolls. True, true. I think it will never rock slide flinch me then. That was the only concern what I had. Yeah. You have actually half of the rolls from heavy slam. I have overlaps basically with EQ. Okay, now the only thing we need to think about is this fucking Altari on the back. Because this is free. So Altaria, not Mega Evolution, not Pixelate. Okay, Hyper Voice is actually the highest damage on Slowbro. If I'm not completely stupid right now. Hyper Voice is the highest damage on Slowbro. I think we are safe. Yeah, no overlaps as well with EQ. Because we are bold nature with Slowbro. We slack off again. We cannot stay in, I think. Yeah, we cannot stay in. But this is always Hyper Voice. Even without the Mega Evolution, that's the most important thing. And thankfully this doesn't have Dragon Dance or something like that. Otherwise we could probably wipe. Yeah, Dragon Dance would mean this is actually speed tile with beat drill. Yeah, this should be Hyper Voice. I'm just double checking right now. So, normal abilities, I think Cloud 9. Doesn't really matter, it's not Pixelate. That's the most important thing. And it's not Mega Evolved, so it doesn't see the Mega stats. And Hyper Voice, highest min roll is 43 and highest roll from EQ is 40. This is exactly always Hyper Voice. Somehow, we are safe. There should not be any reason to use anything else here. Yeah. Hyper Voice will never crit kill us. That's the only move we can switch in. There's a Mega Evolution. Yeah, it's my bad. Just giving citrus for no reason. Like, Rhyperior doesn't need a citrus berry. It's just stupid. There's the Hyper Voice. And we just kill it with Poison Jab. Ah, damn, dude. I don't need that cinema moment. For real. Like, what the fuck? Not even a cinema moment, it's just stupid. Yeah, and that's why a small mistake can end even a Deathlocke, even you have perfect mons. Because I cannot sack. I can basically not sack. I have to steer it out somehow. In the end, I think it was fine outside of the Arcanine thing. The Arcanine thing had a small risk anyways, but that was way more risky. I chose Psychic over Fairy Dance here. Got the special defense drop. If we would get a crit special defense drop there, I think the run is over. Because... no, not really, because it still needs to crit the next Psychic. But then every roll kills. But yeah. Okay, but that's it. We are done. Not clean. Absolutely not clean. Yeah. The only thing I just have to do is not give a fucking Citrus Berry to Rhyperior. And we always bait Volcarona, because the lowest roll from close combat, even if Stone Edge miss, baits Volcarona because lowest roll close combat and highest roll Bug Buzz always sees a kill. And that means we always bait basically Volcarona instead of Shaman. And chain killing Shaman and Altaria is the easiest thing for Beedrill, basically. Yeah, that's it. We're done. New level cap. I will carefully level my mons up, by the way. I will carefully level my mons up. Wait, what we can do, basically, is... we can catch the Pokemon in... Let me check something. We can catch one Pokemon pretty quickly. In Scorch Slap. I think we will just go for Primarina here now. We can choose Encounter. Let me check that. Running back Dogs. Can pretty quickly catch that. I think it will be Primarina anyways. I think it's just the best solution. We have Oli support already. I mean, you have a lot of nice mons actually here. Yeah, but there's nothing what is stronger than Primarina here, I would say. With Surf. Yeah. Yeah, let's just catch it pretty quickly. Let's just catch it pretty quickly. That is a thing of like 1 second, basically. Like, not 1 second, but it will be pretty quick. So let me... We have to beat the one Kecleon, right? Will not matter that much, I think. Okay. Oh wait, what I am talking? Oh yeah, wait. I have to catch this Kecleon as well, right? Yeah. Okay. Wait. So yeah, true. I'm just confused right now. So first of all, what we are doing, we have done this battle already. We are starting the event. And because we have an encounter here already, we can't catch this Kecleon. Yeah, that's the reason why we are doing it like that. Okay. So let me give a black belt here. So let's kill this pretty quickly. Close combat. Okay. Now we get the city encounter. Here it is. What is a Kecleon? Okay. So this is our city encounter. We will always take that because of the Shed Shell as well. Yeah. Just use a ball here, it doesn't really matter. And then we can catch this Slap encounter now. Okay, IVs doesn't matter. We can check that in a second, how the IVs would be in a regular run, but obviously it doesn't matter now. So we just kill this with close combat. Now we can catch something else here because that's duped. That's why we have to do it before that. Actually not, because I can choose the encounter. I'm still regular pilled, basically. Because we can choose the encounter, it doesn't really matter in this run, to be honest. But yeah. Usually, you have to do it like that. Okay. And now we just wait till we... Oh, shit. Yeah, my Infernape should be fast enough. There it is. Doesn't really matter, I think, on which level we catch this. Because we can teach the moves anyways back. Just catch it. The only interesting thing is what would be the IVs in a regular run. We can check that out in a second. Okay. Oh my... Okay, I guess. Fucking Shadow Attack, asshole. Yeah, Repel is on again. Yeah. Imagine you have a Pokemon what can't hit this. Like, I have only fighting moves now. Imagine. Holy shit. Losing to a level 15 Pokemon the run. Okay, so there's a Shed Shell, there's the Kecleon. This would be Naive Nature, and this would be a pretty okay one for sure. A pretty decent one. Decent attack as well. Minus special defensive is probably not the best, and now this would be interesting. Yeah, the nature is stupid, but otherwise this is a guy for sure. This would be a guy for sure outside of the nature. Yeah. Okay, but that's it for now. I will level up my mons. Not everything, but most of the stuff. And yeah, let's not do mistakes like that again.